Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
When it comes down to it, we're all Jewish.
No, we're not.
No.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe.
know. But
Honestly,
let's not start this
honestly,
one
I don't even know what Jewish means, to be honest with you.
It's just another word in a dictionary.
Just
buddy.
just a fucking, just a word that you say out of your mouth, and who knows what it means.
Yeah, no, and it's a good thing to say a bunch. You should
Couldn't you
pretty
just
much
say-
exclusively be talking about it.
Just say it loud and proud wherever
Yeah.
you go.
Ask people what they think.
What they think?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think about the Jew?
The word.
Yeah, just the word,
The word Jewish.
not the people.
It's a fun word to say.
It is.
It's got the word wish in it, which is nice and hopeful.
That's that's a solid point. I'm making a Jewish on a pot of star.
Yeah.
When you Jewish upon a star.
Is that a Disney song?
Yeah, that's
Uh-oh.
Jiminy Cricket, bro.
That would never be a song then.
Walt Disney was not a fan.
No.
On that note, welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast,
Yeah,
everybody.
good.
Yay!
Woo!
We're back again, episode 136.
Holy cow.
What-
Feels like 135, dude. I gotta be honest.
It was ages ago.
Doesn't feel a day over 132,
Day
man.
over 1/32. My name is
Yeah.
Kyle Ruff. I'm your host yet again, joined by Matthew Newland. Say
How are
hello.
you? Check it out. Great to be here. Thanks
Great
for
to
having
be
me,
here.
dude.
So good to be here.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Hey,
I've been saying that a lot to you.
thanks for being here.
When we do the comedy shows and you bring me on stage.
Yeah. Like, oh, wow, thanks for having me. Like we've
Hey.
never met.
Thanks for having me, man. This is great.
Special guest all the way from my house.
My roommate, dude. Thanks for having me, man.
All the way
Means a
from
lot.
across the
This
hallway.
is a
Matt
great. You
Newland.
run a great show, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me on this. What is it called? Steamboat Comedy?
This is a great show, dude. You're killing it.
Speaking of which, we just had a fucking awesome weekend of shows, dude. Thanks to everyone who came out. It's the last weekend of the season we just had.
We had a great season, dude.
Dude, it's an unbelievable season.
We
this
had a
winter.
great
It was-
season.
It was so sick.
It's our best one yet, I think.
I think so.
No, that
It's
I don't
just-
want to compare it to other seasons, though.
Right. You don't want to compare season to season.
No. Comparison is the thief of comedy, dude.
Yeah.
What?
That's the, yeah.
It was a hell of a season.
It's like comparing dicks. You don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it
Because when I know that yours works.
you're always going to get horny.
Because you're always just going to end up jerking off a guy you're comparing dicks with. You know what I mean?
I
What?
bet I can make you come faster.
Yeah, right. I'm not gay. You're gay.
Oh, man. Great set of shows. That was fun.
Yeah, awesome. Big shout out to Robbie the Fire Bernstein for coming out this weekend and wrapping it up for us
God, we wrapped it up in a big way.
in a big way, which is weird because I usually wrap it up.
No.
Never.
Not that way.
What'll be sailors?
Mm-mm.
Come
It's
on.
disgusting.
Yeah, gross.
You got to be a certain height to wear condoms.
Apparently.
Got to be a certain tall length to wear condoms.
That
What
was
is
the weirdest heckle of all time. Yeah, I did my joke about being short, and then Matt did his joke about not wearing condoms, and some lady said, "You're too tall or you're too short to wear condoms."
You're tall enough.
She
And I
said,
was
"You're
like,
tall enough to wear condoms," and Matt was like, "No, I'm not." Turns out,
No.
I'm not.
My dick's too small for condoms.
Yeah, turns out you got to be taller than this.
That's what I tell all the ladies, dude.
Yeah, sorry, too short.
Sorry, my dick's too small to wear condoms.
Yeah, oopsie doopsie. Baby can't wear no
Like the
condoms.
guy who thinks he's got like a good, I never have to wear condoms. I just tell all the ladies my dick's too small.
Yeah, that's a good character. Yeah, I just like hang out with this boy. She's like, you know what I tell all the ladies? My dick's too small.
Did your cell phone just go off, dude?
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought we were supposed to silence those before we started.
It's still recording, hopefully.
Oh, God. Probably not.
Probably.
All right, let's
Fucking
start
don't make me
over.
paranoid.
Yeah, let's start over.
Hold
dude.
still.
You were talking about how much you disdain a certain group of people or something.
Nope.
And let's get back on.
Nope, I'm not. If APAC is listening, I have no problems with the Jewish people, and I love them very much. Okay. But But no, we're still good. My goddamn. So I switched everything in the Kyle Ruff's studio here.
Yeah, it looks different, dude. You did a great job. I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks like I went from homeless to slightly less homeless.
Yeah.
But everything's Mac, and so my phone is connected to my computer. So my computer just like rings for text messages, which I did not see coming.
Yeah, my laptop does that for phone calls sometimes.
What?
Sometimes I'll get a phone call and my laptop will ring.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's so fucking loud.
Yeah.
Like I can hear it from downstairs.
Go.
And I'm not going to fix it.
I'm not gonna fix it.
It's not that annoying.
No, it's annoying, but you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything about that.
It's over.
There's a weird thing. Friend of the show, Cypher Sounds, texted me, and it only came to my computer, not my phone.
Really?
And I just happened to be at my computer to like see the text.
Yeah.
It was kind of an important text. He was like, Kyle, will you open for Dave Chappelle? And I was like, no, I'm busy. but
Unfortunately, I gotta do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta do open mic at Stoneball. But I
there's a show in Fruita that I just can't miss.
I just can't. The people of Delta love me. But no, I literally only saw it because I just happened to be sitting at my computer.
Yeah.
And it never came through on my phone.
Dude, something's going on.
Something's going
with
on.
Fucking Elon Musk and the nether worlds.
It's
don't you think?
Yes. I do. Yes, Matthew, I do think.
You do think something's going on with the Starlink.
With the Starlink?
Yeah, dude. What's up with Starlink?
What's the deal with Starlink?
Bro, I've been having a lot of good thoughts about Starlink lately.
Matt, what you been thinking about Starlink?
I'm like, what the hell are they doing up there is mainly what I'm thinking. With all those satellites.
Stars and links.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of stars.
Did they put a Tesla up there?
Yes.
In space?
They shot a
What's
Tesla
the deal with
in
that?
space.
Why are we putting Teslas in space? Is it for a commercial?
It's called being a billionaire and just doing shit because you can and you think it's funny.
It's kind of funny.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
I feel like there could have been funnier cars to put in, like a Volkswagen.
Yeah, Ford Taurus.
Yeah,
just
dude.
Orbiting her.
As it's going up, you see it, you get to punch your friend because it's a fucking slug
A
bug.
slug bug,
Yeah.
Just like once a year, you see it coming around, you're like, oh, and you just punch your friend.
You got the fucking telescope out or whatever they use.
There it is, no slug backs, and you punch them.
Yeah. You gonna hit your wife.
That's the one. That's International Hit Your Wife Day.
Yeah, that's the thing about playing slug bug though, is that's not domestic violence.
No,
it's a game.
legally, it's not violence.
We were playing slug bug.
It was a game.
I just happened to be winning.
And you say, officer, are you familiar with the game? And he's like, no. And then you punch him, and then he shoots you. He puts you down. Get down on the ground.
It's always like funny to watch those videos where people like try to take cops' guns. Do you like those ones, dude? Like you walk up to him and you're like, dude, is it the fucking clouds ever gonna clear up? I mean, look at that. And then you reach for his gun really fast.
Yeah, just really fast.
That's a fun bit, dude.
And he's always like, ah.
And he's like, hey, you little rascal, you.
You got me.
That's my property.
He's like, this thing isn't actually loaded anyways, you silly goose.
I lost all my bullet rights.
Yeah. He's like, I kicked off the force 3 years ago. I'm just wearing this for fun.
I just never turned my shit in.
Turns out they don't ask for it back.
Oh, man. Kyle, can
What's
I ask
up?
you a question?
Matthew, please.
What do you think is the weirdest thing someone can have in their pocket?
This is fun. So we used to. There's a
It's
friend,
already fun.
There's a friend of mine.
Is he a friend of the show?
He's a friend of the show. His name's Mr. Comstock. Shout out to Comstock, friend of the show. And
Thanks for
Comstock
listening.
was like a weird part man, half Yeti snowman person.
Hairy
Like-
guy?
Oh,
I'm picturing
yeah.
a hairy
Very
guy.
hairy guy. And he would like kind of live in the woods, and he would come to work just whenever he felt like it. We'd be like, make meatballs and shit. And
Hell
he
yeah.
Worked with us with Ragnar's friend of the show. And we used to play a game, and the game was called What's in Comstock's Pockets Right Now?
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and he would just pull the most random shit out of his pockets.
That's awesome.
Like just like
Do you
old
remember any of them?
buttons and like, bowls and
Bowls?
like weed smoking
Oh, yeah.
apparatuses.
Of course.
And just anything you name, like paper clips could be in there. Anything could be in there.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
Do you have
It's
anything in
called
your pockets
What's-
right now?
Actually, I'm pocket free because
I'm
I try
pocket
to
free,
look
too.
slim for the podcast.
You do look slim. I was going to mention that.
Thank you.
Have you been slimming down? Have
Yeah,
you been on Slim Fast, dude? I heard that's fucking taking over right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's called beer, and I drink a lot of it.
Yeah, and then you don't eat food
Right.
because the beer's got calories.
Exactly. It's
Were
like
people as pissed at Slim Fast as they were at like what's the new drug everyone's taking?
Ozempic.
Ozempic. That's right.
I had to
We're-
explain to a friend of the show, Pat, who owns Schmiggity's, what Ozempic was
Yeah.
like 2 nights ago. He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "What?"
And how did he react?
He was like, "Oh, I gotta look into that."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you should."
Hell yeah. Do you
I was like, "You should, you fat bastard." No, I didn't say that.
No.
Just kidding.
Love Pat.
Love
He's the
Pat.
best
He's
guy in
not
the
fat.
world.
He's very fat, actually. He was a college wrestler. Did you know that?
Yeah, you can see it. He's got
He's a
those
stocky
fucking-
boy.
Dude, put you
He's
through a
a
wall.
little fire
dude.
hydrant, dude.
Yeah, he'd lift you up over his head with ease. Still.
Try and turn me on.
Yeah. I love Pat. But do you think did Slim Fast get an adverse reaction or not because it was a drink?
You know, I think because it was a drink, it was less concerning the community, whereas Ozempic is like a weird diabetes shot.
I think that's like if Ozempic made a Slim Fast version and just sold it in cans, people wouldn't be like, it's just like
Yeah, it's
a
just
normal
a can with a
dietary
needle on
thing
it.
that we've been taking forever.
Right. Now, the shakes, everyone likes a good shake,
Yeah.
right?
It's a health shake.
Yeah.
You blend it up, it's healthy.
I think they have a new Ozempic at Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the Ozempic shake.
The Ozempic Shake. You have the steak and the Ozempic Shake, please?
Just some dude that doesn't work there just stabs you in the stomach
Just
with a
comes up
wrench.
and fucking jabs you.
Yeah.
Ah!
That'll do it. And he says, "Don't eat."
Yeah, he's like, guess what? You're not going to want to eat. You're not going to want that steak you just ordered.
Oh, that's a little idea for Ozempic. I think the weirdest thing someone could have in their pocket would be another little guy,
Like a human?
like a little human guy.
Like a little human guy?
Yeah, he's like, hey, check
Like a
this
little
guy
Willy
out.
Wonka, like he went through the Choco television.
Yeah, he's obviously high energy. We're
Yeah.
both picturing that.
Yeah.
You pull a little guy out of your pocket, he's gonna be high energy.
He's gonna be like, wow, what
He's
am I
gonna be
doing here?
excited to be out of the pocket.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, get me out! I couldn't breathe.
Like, no, I like the pocket though. He likes it because it's where he lives.
It's warm.
Yeah,
it's his house.
It's his house.
It's like a gerbil in his cage.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
got-
this is my I'm used to this.
He sleeps on whatever you put in there.
And you put little pellets in there.
Yeah,
to
and he
sleep on.
loves it. And if you get your wallet in there, he can hang out in the folds.
Mm.
And then you bring your wallet out, and he'll pop out and be like, "What you buying?"
And then you check your credit card statement. And you're like, I didn't buy $30,000 worth of
Little
Ozempic.
A little guy would be weird. I also think like a bunch of geckos would be weird.
A bun. I mean, one Genko. One Genko. I've been drinking all day.
One genko.
One single Genko.
That's the singular for
You-
gecko.
Yes. If it's multiple, it's geckos. If it's one, it's one Genko. That's
I don't know why you're
the
not writing this
Geico
down.
Genko, dude. That's him.
Bunch of geckos. So plural, geckos. You pull out 4 or 5 geckos. That's the weirdest thing someone's gonna see all day.
I'll say this: it'd be a real problem if you had a pocket full of geckos,
Yeah.
because you'd reach in to grab them and you just rip their tails off.
Yeah, but they grow back, which is chill.
Yeah, but then you just got a fistful of tails, and you're like, "What do I do with all these gecko tails, dude?"
You either throw them at the wall and they roll down like silly putty.
You think they do?
Silly putty doesn't roll really unless you got weight to it.
Thank you for that
It's a
clarification.
common myth, dude. Everyone
Yeah.
thinks silly putty rolls down.
Everyone thinks it
windows.
just does it on its own, but turns
it-
out you need weight.
It doesn't. I went and saw the new Led Zeppelin documentary,
Oh,
and it
yes.
sparked just a common question of curiosity in me that
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up. It's a great fucking doc, by the way. It's a bunch of footage.
Would
of them
you
just
steal
shred-
other people's music?
No, they didn't go into that. But the question is, who is your top 3 guitarists? You got any?
Top 3 guitarists?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, like all-time guitarists.
All time.
I mean, you
Let's get
can't
some heads rolling.
leave Hendrix out.
No,
bro.
he's everyone's number one.
Dude,
I don't think there's a single human
it's like
on Earth.
I feel like everyone. Well, I'll say this: so everyone back in the day,
Be in the D.
being the D, as they say, was Clapton. Everyone was like, Clapton was the best guitarist ever.
Yeah.
And someone once asked Eric Clapton, they said, what is it like to be the best guitarist in the world? You know what he said?
I do know what he said, but I'm going to let you say it.
He said, I don't know, go ask Prince.
Yeah.
Because Prince was fucking unreal,
I
dude.
think that's your 3 right there then.
Might be.
Jimmy Clapton, or are you going to put Prince in front of Clapton?
I would put Prince in front of Clapton because Clapton said so.
Yeah.
And then there's also Jimmy Page.
He's on my number 2. I got the 2 Jimmys up front.
Jimmy on Jimmy.
I got JJJ though. You want to know who my 3rd is? It's going to piss people off. You ready for my 3rd?
Yeah.
And I'll stand by it strong.
Okay.
John Mayer, dude.
John Mayer is very good.
John Mayer. I think that'll bum a lot of people out because he plays kind of okay songs.
Well, it's because he sings like a little bitch. Dude.
Yeah. But as a
as
guitarist,
he's a very underrated guitarist.
and I think putting him in front of Santana is
Santana
a greasy wheel you're not going to want to spin.
Man, that's such a deep fucking pool. It's fucking Eddie Van Halen. Get real.
Get over yourself.
Get over your fucking
Yeah.
ego, Eddie Van Halen.
Dude, go look at yourself in the mirror and a couple grams of mushrooms and get the fuck over yourself.
And say, do I think anyone's better than Eddie Van Halen? And you might have an existential experience.
Yeah, you'll be in that bathroom for 10 hours.
Man, I mean, Van Halen's got to be fucking way up there. Damn.
Yeah, that's a fucking crazy one.
Oh. It is. I mean, to your boy John Mayer's credit, when they did "Beat It," the famous Michael Jackson song. Yes, friend of the show, Michael Jackson. Yeah, rest in peace.
He's not dead.
He lives here in my heart.
In our hearts.
But for "Beat It" as the sick guitar riff, that was
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen, and then Fall Out Boy covered it. And you know who played the guitar riff for that?
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
John fucking Mayer.
John
dude.
fucking Mayer, dude.
The mayor. Well, he's the man.
He's the mayor, dude.
He's the mayor of Guitarville, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what he does. That's why he's number 3, dude. Because he's not the governor. He's not the president.
He doesn't have, as good as he is, he doesn't have like classic licks that you can like look at and be like, oh, that's one of the best riffs of all time. That was John Mayer.
Yeah.
He's not
got
that
a
guy.
Couple, dude. He's got a couple riffs
I mean,
that
he's
if I
got some
played, you'd
riffs,
probably start to tear up.
Yeah, but that's not. I want Shreddy Van Halen, dude.
You don't want to tear up. That's the thing.
Well, I'm a
John
sensitive
Mayer,
boy.
You are.
Yeah, you know
Jimmy
that.
Page, he's gonna make you tear up out of amazement, out of utter.
I
John Mayer's gonna make you think about your exes.
I don't need that.
He's gonna, but he's gonna do it through the essence of a fucking 6-string.
He's gonna do it.
I love John
against
Mayer.
my will. No, he's good.
What's your toenail trimming technique? I've always had a hard time trimming my toenails.
That's a hard left turn.
Welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, bitch.
Podcast.
What are you, fucking new here?
It's my first day. Welcome. What's
dude,
my toenail trimming
honestly,
technique?
thanks for having me here, though.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah,
appreciate you.
We'll see about next week.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it's pretty meat and potatoes, bro. There's
How do you
nothing
do it?
rare in there.
Where do you do it? How do you do it? Where do you put your legs? Or do you go on the outside of your legs with the clippers, or do you go on the inside and you kind of do the hip stretch?
Well, I stretch my feet up to my mouth, and if I can't reach it with my teeth,
Yes.
then I go to the clippers.
You're a toenail
you know what I mean?
biter.
Yeah, of
A lot of
course.
people bite their nails.
Not
a lot of people bite their toenails, though.
Well, not a lot of people are as flexible as I am, man.
Yeah, dude. And, I mean, you get nervous, and you need something to bite.
Right, and you run out of fingernails pretty quick. You only got 10 of them. So what else are you left to?
Just in court to get tried, just chewing your toenails because you're nervous.
They just cut. It's like court TV, and they just cut to the defendant, and they're like, he looks nervous, and he's like biting his toenails, like through his shoe. He's like chewing on his shoe.
Lawyer's like, dude, you have to stop biting. They
Yeah.
can tell you're nervous.
He's like, hold it together. Hold it together. Yeah.
How do you do it?
How do I do it?
How do you do it?
I usually.
Where are you?
First of all, I get completely naked.
Butt naked. You're doing it after the shower.
Butt naked.
That's one thing I've found about toenails is they're best trimmed after a shower because it softens the toenails a little bit. Same thing with fingernails. But the hotness.
No, I just get naked. Like middle of the day.
Oh, nice. Even at the gym?
Yeah.
You ever clip your toenails at the gym?
Like today?
Ever?
Morty.
Morty.
No, I've never. I'm not. That always weirds me out when there's guys at the gym who are like just going through their routine and they're
Grooming.
like shaving
Yeah.
and trimming their nails and acting like their home bathroom. I'm like, what are you like? Are you homeless, bro?
You know what I think that is probably?
Old people.
Old people who were in like the military.
You
they're
think
just-
it's a military?
I think
thing?
they're used to like shaving and trimming in front of other people.
And they just can't give it up.
You know, because they're in the bunks.
Yeah.
And they're in basic training and
like
like
I'm
they're-
back in the barracks.
Yeah, they're showering together and fucking shaving. You've seen it 1,000 times.
Mm.
The scene in the war movie where the two cadets are shaving in the mirror.
Yeah.
Hot as hell.
Oh yeah.
And you're just hoping they bang, but they're really just there to shave.
They're really just there to fight communism. But I'm hoping they're there to make love, and they never do.
They never
it's
do,
kind of a bummer.
Dude, Jarhead would have been a way better movie if at the end Gyllenhaal buried himself into one of those other dudes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just fucking nose deep.
Because at face value, Jarhead was kind of a boring movie. And a little.
I was really hoping they put the head in Jarhead. You know what I mean?
Dude. Something, anything, dude. You got all those hot dudes on there. You're not going to.
Just let it all go to waste.
Yeah.
With hot dudes going to waste.
Hollywood doesn't usually do that when given the opportunity.
Right. It's kind of a shame.
So you get completely naked.
So I get completely naked.
Yeah.
And I usually I'll put my right ankle behind my head.
No, you won't, dude.
Yeah, I
You're
will.
not this flexible.
I can't.
At the first part of the flexibility, I was like, he's kind of flexible. You can't get that bitch behind your head.
Look, I can only do it when I'm trimming my nails, and they're pretty trim right now, so I can't do it. So I can't demonstrate, but just know that I do.
Okay.
And so I
And
put
then
it.
you do it blind.
I put it behind my head, and then I one leg it to the mirror.
You don't get to the mirror first.
And I clip them, and because I like to let it fall down into my hair, and I
good
just
for
leave
that.
it in there because you know that nails and hair are made out of the same material,
Yeah,
so they bond
B12.
together.
Yep.
And that's why I'm not bald anymore.
Yes, dude. Yeah, the B12 in the toenails rejuvenates the hair follicles, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you do.
From Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Bill Nye did a whole thing on
Was
it.
he the science guy?
Yeah, Mythbusters also did toenail to hair ratio. Like, they busted it, though.
Was busted? It was fully busted.
That's how you end any story about Mythbusters.
But it
Yeah,
was-
bro, they busted it, though.
They busted it. It's not even worth talking about. It was busted. So
It's like, is he talking about Mythbusters or a porn? Yeah. Dude, they
at
busted.
the end, busted
They
it.
busted at the end.
That's a
Speaking
bit.
of fucking scientists, though, dude, at work the other day, it was like 9:30. I was pretty high,
Yeah.
and my coworker, 9:30 a.m., and my coworker, goes, "Yeah, man," just breaks silence. He goes, "Yeah, man, a lot of scientists think we're living in a black hole," and then he just went back to working, and it
And you're
fucked
like-
my whole day up.
Did he mean to say simulation?
No, a black hole.
But that's not right. That's not true.
It could be.
I
don't
guess,
know
You know what?
enough.
I'm way out of my wheelhouse right now.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
I don't-
enough about science to be like, that's not true. I'm like, it could be fucking true.
Like my first instinct would be like, no, it's not, and then I'd take a step back and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
It could be.
Yeah, I guess.
Only light comes into a black hole. And we got a lot of light, dude.
We got a lot of light here.
It's a lot of light. No light goes out of a black hole, though, if I remember correctly.
Nothing goes out of a black hole, bro.
Not even black.
No.
And that's why Amy Winehouse couldn't go back to black.
Hey, back on.
Yeah, but it
black.
fucked my whole day up. Not in like a bad way. I was just like, fuck, Just could be living in a black hole, man. Chill the fuck out.
But if we are, then like, fine.
That's why everything's so weird, I think, is because we're living in a black hole.
You think so?
I think that's why we're humans.
That's why we have climate change.
Like the whole Milky Way galaxy
yeah.
is in one of those holes. And not the good kind.
I'm more of a Snickers way galaxy.
I love Milky Ways, bro.
Wait, okay, all right. Milky Way or Snickers, go.
Oh, don't do me like that.
It's basically, so fucking friends of the show, if you don't know, if you haven't been paying attention,
Yeah.
basically a Snickers is just a Milky Way with nuts.
That's what like, I love them both.
Yeah.
But if I know I need a little protein, a little something extra,
you gotta get it Snickers.
I go Snickers.
You gotta go
Because of the
Snickers.
peanuts. Because of the peanuts.
Because of the peanuts.
But if I'm just fucking, dude, if I'm at a gas station toasted and it's fucking 5:00 p.m.,
You go Milky
I'll
Way?
go Milky Way at the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if someone's like, hey, Kyle, here's a Milky Way. I'm like, all right. But if I'm sitting there and I have a choice between a Snickers and a Milky Way, get real.
Snickers all
Go
day.
Snickers all goddamn day.
I think, yeah. Is there
6
anything,
ways on Sunday.
any chocolate bar you would take over a Snickers? I think Snickers.
Snickers might be the fucking king supreme, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I went through a Butterfinger phase for a while back in middle school. That was a dark time.
It gets stuck in your teeth.
It was a dark time for everybody, for everybody involved, dude. But yeah, I got out of it eventually. They do get stuck in your teeth, but it almost pulls your teeth apart, and that feeling can be addictive.
Pulling your teeth apart?
Mm-hmm. You know when your teeth get stuck together?
Oh, and you
and you pop them open?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, I got a would you rather.
Okay, lay it on me.
Would you rather go to a P. Diddy party or spend a weekend on Epstein's Island?
P. Diddy party. Are you fucking kidding me?
How
is that a choice?
You would have. Where do you think you'd be yourself more?
P. Diddy party.
Okay.
Okay, Epstein's Island is not a party.
No, it's a little vacation.
It's a little vacation with young ladies. Whereas a P. Diddy party, anything can happen.
Yeah. What do you think you'd get more likely to get talked into accidentally though?
A P. Diddy party.
You think?
I don't have to get on a fucking plane and go to an island.
You don't have to. But shit.
I mean, I guess it depends on the P. Diddy party. You know what I mean?
P. Diddy party. That was a good hard answer, and that's the right answer.
I mean, what? Do you have a different answer?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's the same.
I just wanted to hear you say you'd go to a P. Diddy party.
I would love to, dude, bro. Come on. You just
Even one now, dude. I bet his parties now kind of suck.
I bet, yeah. The prison parties are less fun.
I bet a lot of the same stuff goes on.
You know, it seems like.
You think his life's even all that different being in prison?
Was it P. Diddy party?
Because it seems like he was banging a lot of black dudes already. You know? I'm serious.
You can definitely bang some black dudes in prison. I mean, you can bang a lot of dudes in prison.
Yeah.
You can bang dudes all you want.
Not just. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it racial
at all.
You can bang whatever dude you want in prison.
Yeah.
But
if you get consent.
Right, of course. Naturally.
Okay.
In prison. Because we all know that consent is big in prison.
Yes.
But for a P. Diddy party, I feel like everyone was just banging everybody.
Yeah.
So you could bang a Hollywood celebrity lady at a P. Diddy party.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen at Epstein Island or prison.
It could happen at Epstein's Island. You don't think anyone ever went there, unassumingly?
I think a lot of people went there.
Anyone went there unassumingly?
I think everyone went there unassumingly, and then they were like, "Hey, here's a chick," and then you banged them, and then they were like, "Psych, she's 16, and by the way, we recorded it, and the CIA has this now."
Oh, nice. Yeah, he was really in there.
It was the CIA.
It's kind of what P. Diddy was doing, a little bit, except it was not
the CIA.
Not the CIA.
No.
It was P. Diddy for whatever reason.
It was P. Diddy because he was like, give me money now.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm the fucking anything I want, I get.
Yeah, so now you have to make records on my label.
Yeah. Unassuming you show up to a P. I heard halfway through is when you didn't want to be at a P. Diddy party. So you could actually have a decent time for the first.
Yeah, time then be like, I'm gonna dip out.
For the first 2 hours, it's just like a normal party from what I've heard.
Right.
Normal, very rich person party. All right, that was fun. That was a good job. Would you rather, in their heyday, as a comedian, open up for Destiny's Child or open up for Spice Girls?
Spice Girls.
Why?
I'm a big Posh Spice fan.
No, you're not. You just said Spice Girls because you didn't care about the answer.
No, because...
Dude, I can tell when you don't care about answers.
As Beyonce said, she said, I don't think you're ready for this dirty.
Jelly.
You're
not ready.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
And she didn't say dirty.
I don't. I couldn't remember what she said. Fuck.
Where's this going?
Excuse me.
It obviously doesn't ruin the point.
Beyonce said, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. And I think she's right. I don't think I'm ready
to open for Destiny's Child.
I don't think I could do it. That's a lot of jelly.
How do you think you'd do performance-wise?
I mean, I'd crush either way. I'm a fucking professional. But Spice Girls, I could be ready for that jelly.
That's more of your audience is Spice Girls.
Yeah. Because I'm always constantly trying to be like, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Yeah, and what they want is Kyle's sweet hot jokes.
Yes.
Normally.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas Destiny's Child is like, you're not ready, and I'm like, maybe I'm not.
I'm ready for Destiny's Child's jelly, dude.
Are you ready for the jelly?
I would open for them in a heartbeat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I'd get along really well with all 3 members.
Yeah?
Michelle,
Yep.
Bay,
Yep.
and Susie. Susie Richards. Was that her
Susie
name?
Richards?
Was that the third one's name?
I don't know.
Kelly. It was Kelly.
Can you name all the Spice Girls?
No, God, no. I can name all the Destiny's Childs, though, and that's why I think I should open for them
Well, see, I think
on their next tour.
Can I name all the Spice Girls? There's Scary, Sporty, Posh,
I literally thought
Ginger.
you were doing the 7 Dwarfs.
and yeah,
I really thought that was
and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That motherfucker had a shiny nose.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for his jelly.
What do you think about the concept, Kyle? Kyle Lee Ruff.
That's me.
Give the people your credit card info. What do you think?
Oh.
What do you think about like traditional marriages where the guy asks the father for permission to marry his daughter? What do you think about that idea?
I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. Did you do it on the phone? Was
I
it
did it
in
on the
person?
phone. I left a message.
Oh, you got sent the voicemail and then you
Yeah.
asked if you could marry his daughter?
Yeah.
What?
Called his office, bro.
Oh, nice.
He's a professor. I called his office.
He didn't answer?
Didn't answer.
Had you met him before?
Yep.
Okay, nice. That's good. Did he get back to you?
Nope.
He never returned the call? Did you leave your number?
No, not immediately. We talked. I saw him like a while later, and I talked to him about it. He was kind of like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it."
Oh, someone grabbed a hold of my phone.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
was that? It was a prank call.
Yeah, it was a fucking probably spam. Probably a fucking.
What do you think about that?
I think it's dumb.
You think it's
It's
dumb?
a dumb thing to do.
I don't need permission from you, motherfucker.
No, I don't have like a daughter or any kids though. Maybe once if I do, like my perspective will change.
Right.
But it's a weird thing for a father to be like, "You must ask me
Yes.
for my daughter,"
And
and then they literally give their daughter away at the like. She
Yeah.
is yours now.
you
it's
may
fucking
have
very-
permission.
It's very weird.
It's a little
Very
weird.
like 1820s to me.
It's very old fashioned for
Yeah.
sure.
You can have her now. She's your responsibility.
Yep.
Sir, may I take your daughter's hand in marriage? It's very Viking. Yeah, it's stupid.
Very Viking. You sound like Jon Snow when you said that.
Yeah, that's all. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Fuck yeah. That's what I needed.
Have your daughter's permission for marriage.
Oh, nothing, Jon Snow.
You don't know nothing,
That
Jon
sounded
Snow.
exactly like that chick right there, too.
You did.
It's a dumb thing. I would feel like a dummy. Did you feel like a dummy doing
Yeah,
it?
I felt like the dumbest
You felt
guy in the fucking world, dude.
Yeah, you feel like a
Well,
dummy.
dumb as shit.
I feel like a dummy. And what if he says no?
Right, that's the whole thing.
And then
is
you're
if
just
he's
like,
he
well,
just
I'm
calls
gonna
you,
fucking, I'm gonna.
like, well, here's
So,
I'm gonna do it.
here's the thing.
So, like, it's not like, there's some chick that you're like in love with, and you're like, I'm gonna ask her to marry me, and you ask her dad, like, hey, can I have permission? And he's like, no.
I've heard that before.
You're not gonna be like, I'm not gonna stop.
I know someone that did that
Really?
personally. Yeah, I'm not gonna name any names.
But
They asked the father for permission.
and the father said no.
Said nah. Maybe ask me later. And the guy was like, okay. And then they didn't get married.
Really?
Yeah. Now
Damn.
she's married to someone else.
Damn.
And I don't know. I gotta see if he asked. Yeah. So it does. But I feel like I would flip a dad off, dude.
Yeah, I might be like, well, here's the thing, Dad.
Yeah. Here's the thing, dude.
I'm gonna do it.
Or I'll kick your ass. Not enough threats.
I'd be like,
threats of
fight me for it.
violence.
Yeah. I think, how about you and I, we square up,
That's the thing
and
about
whoever wins.
old dads is they want to seem like they're in charge, but if you threaten to kick the shit out of them, they know animalistically. Kingdom, you know it.
Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Yes.
They know the young cat's at the top. Unless it's like Chuck Liddell.
Yeah. Or like an old Schwarzenegger. Like, what's
Yeah.
he's gonna just be like, here's the deal. No, and you're like, fuck.
I think I'd want to bang a Schwarzenegger, though. I got to be
No?
honest. I don't feel like I'd fit in their family.
Well, we were just watching White Lotus. You know, that's a Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's a good-looking
he's a
dude,
good-looking
dude. God, he's a good-looking
fucking
dude.
lad, dude.
Fucking handsome
The
boy.
ham hocks on that guy. He was
Woo!
he was like,
He's
yeah,
a
I'll do
Schwarzenegger.
He's like, I'll do the show, but I got to wear very short shorts the whole time.
I'm gonna show off these fucking thighs.
Yeah, God.
These Schwarzenegger
I would love to
thighs.
talk more about White Lotus, but I can't because you fucking.
Because I haven't seen it
you
yet.
haven't seen it. What happened to the stock market and everything? Are people happy or mad about politics right now, Kyle?
It seems like, you know,
What's going on in the politic world? Are people happy or mad? Or are they sad? Or are they ready? What's going on?
not, you know,
Stocks.
stonks.
Tell me about them.
I'll tell you about the stonks, Matt.
The Gankos.
The big old Ganko stonks.
They went down.
They went down.
40 tails.
Many tales. I can tell you all these tales.
These tails of
These
gecko
tales. If these tales could talk.
Ugh.
Yeah. Tariffs are stupid.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't really know what the plan is, but like a lot of people think. A lot of people think.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of people think.
A lot of people think that like when you put a tariff on another country that they pay it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how it works. We pay it.
That's cool.
So
That's cool.
it's not really.
Dude, things are cool.
Things are chill. Things are pretty tight right now.
Things are chill as hell, dude.
Things
Are
are
people
tight.
stoked or not stoked about politics?
You know, I don't know if you've been paying attention for the last 16 years, Matt.
I haven't.
They're not stoked.
They're not stoked. Still?
Still.
You figured every now and then.
You'd think at one point we'd have an election and everyone would just be happy with the results.
Yeah, and everyone
But
would be
it
stoked.
turns out, not really.
No, it feels
Isn't
like
that crazy?
a good half the population is either not stoked or
Yeah,
very stoked.
Or very stoked.
That's crazy.
And it seems to switch about every 4 years.
God,
for
if
some
we could all just get on
reason.
the same page, I think things would be a lot easier.
Right?
And that's my advice to everybody listening.
And that's, you know, that's.
Guys,
we got to bring this country together.
that's what we're here to do.
That's
And
what
things
this-
are crazy out there.
Things are crazy
Dude.
out there.
Things are
Kidding me?
crazy.
Can you believe how crazy things are right now?
Oh my, every time I go out there, the first thing I do is I go, whoa, things are crazy.
Right?
And then the second thing I do is I go, what kind of weather is going on right now?
Yeah, and that's mostly what I pay attention
Yeah,
to.
like what do I need to be wearing? Do I
Because
need
our
to go back?
economy in Steamboat is based on the weather.
Yeah. I need to get another jacket, maybe.
I'm like, if it's not snowing, then I'm going to have to fire a dishwasher.
Yeah. and that's America, dude.
That's what this
That's
place
what
is
tariffs
about.
and that's what tariffs were the town tariffs were built on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. If you were a lesbian and I were a lesbian, you think we'd hook up?
What do you think?
I asked you, bro. Don't answer a question.
Well,
with
I already
another
asked you.
question.
So in previous podcasts,
It's rude.
in a previous podcast, you asked how easily I could get laid if I had a vagina.
Yeah.
And I said fucking super easily. And I said, you would bang me. And you said, no, I wouldn't. And I was like, you dumb idiot. Yes,
Yeah,
of course
I wouldn't
would.
bang you but if I was also a lesbian.
So if we
So we're
both, if we
both-
both had vaginas,
Yeah. And we both liked those things.
we both were vagina owners who liked vaginas.
Yes.
Would we bang?
You think?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad around here.
Yeah,
We're
probably.
pretty lonely.
Dude, I'd let you scissor me for sure.
Really?
Dude. Yeah,
Thanks, man.
for sure.
That's
I gotta lay on my
sweet.
left side when we do it though, 'cause my nose got a deviated septum. So
Oh, right,
it'll
yeah,
clog up if I'm on my right side.
If you're out there like snorting.
and I feel like you're the type of lesbian chick who would be cool with that and understanding.
Yeah, of course.
Which is
dude.
why we're on this date in the first place.
Everyone tells me all the time, they're like, Kyle, you're like the coolest lesbian dude I know. I'm like, thanks, man.
I'm a cool lesbian dude,
cool
man.
lesbian dude.
I think we might. I don't know. Dude, let's say, all right, let's make a deal. 10 years from now,
Definition now.
if we're both single
right.
and we're both women lesbians,
Yeah.
let's fucking give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. What do we
No.
have to lose?
Put it in our back pocket,
All right.
dude.
So basically, 10 years from now, if things aren't going well, we both cut our cocks off
Yeah.
and we get fucking new vaginas.
Brand new ones.
Shiny new
We
vaginas.
pick them out of a catalog, dude.
Oh, I assume there's a catalog.
In 10 years from now, they're going to have catalogs of what kind of genitals you want.
God, I hope so.
And you can thumb through them like you're looking at different paint colors.
Right.
And you can talk to your partner.
And mine will be black, by the way.
Yeah. You'll have a black
Oh,
vagina.
yeah, dude.
I wouldn't fuck you then.
Come on!
I'm joking, dude. I'm
Matt.
joking. I would fuck you even more because you had a black vagina.
Like, you can be picky about vaginas. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, any of us are picky about vaginas.
No, no one ever has been. I would, yeah, I would still do it. I would
Yeah.
like a soft South African vagina.
So, African but white.
Yeah. Yeah. You get it. You get it just fine, dude. Whatever happened to hookah bars, man?
Dude, that was the shit.
I feel like they're not prevalent anymore. Like, the kids are missing out on some pretty formidable
Right?
experiences at hookah bars.
I remember taking a chick on a date to a hookah bar.
Oh, my God.
When I was
And
like
you got laid that night?
23. Yeah, I was like, let's go to a hookah bar. That was like a trendy fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
And we smoked hookah.
Both of you?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Did you share the stick?
I think we had our own sticks.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It was a 2-sticker, and there's 2 of us. Like, what are you gonna do to be weird about it?
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to try mine? You know,
Yeah,
mine tastes different than yours.
mine's connected to the same thing, but yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to try mine?
You want to try mine?
Want to see if you're comfortable with my jerk?
That's how you know they're comfortable with a smooch, dude. And that's why, like, the internet and kids aren't going to hookah bars anymore, so they don't know if they can smooch.
I think it's mostly because hookah bars don't exist anymore,
Yeah, because no one wants to smooch each other.
right?
Because the kids.
A bunch of these kids these days, bunch of prudes.
I think that was I think that's what happened. No, there's no hookah bars, dude. I don't think people like to go to them anymore.
No, that
I mean,
was
when's the last time you smoked hookah?
God, when I took that chick out, that would have been in 2013, bro.
Yeah, they were ripping in 2013.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, dude. When I was in high school, hookah. I remember turning 18 during my senior year and being like, fuck yeah. Where's all my other 18-year-old bros? Because we're going to the hookah bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd pass back and forth the hookahs so we know we could smooch each other at the end.
And that's what bromance is, bro.
That's it. I got
Fucking-
a character for you, dude.
You got a character for me?
Yeah. I'm actually excited about this character.
All right, let's hear it.
I think this is really going to test your fucking artistic range. It
All right, I'm
really
ready.
is. Like, this is going to be a fucking tough one.
All right, I'm ready for it.
I can't wait to watch what you do with it, man. I really can't.
All right, lay it on
Okay,
me.
this is a character.
Yeah.
This is a guy with narcolepsy at a
Okay.
job interview who also experiences frequent nocturnal emissions.
Wait, what do you mean by nocturnal
He
emissions?
comes in his pants while he sleeps.
Okay. So I'm a narcoleptic person
At a job interview.
who comes in his pants when he sleeps. and
Frequently
I'm in the middle
ejaculates.
of a job interview.
Yeah, almost every time he falls asleep, it also follows with a nocturnal emission. It's
Okay.
a scientific word for it.
Nocturnal emission.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're in the interview. You want to be interviewee?
And what do you think? What do you think you could bring to this company?
You know, I've been in a lot of different financial institutions, and I think it's very important to focus on ROI. You know, and what we're gonna get back from what we put in, because that's what I like to focus.
Sir? Bravo. I wish I had flowers. I would throw you flowers right now. I would throw flowers. That was, oh my God. Is that Brendan Fraser in The Whale over there, dude? That was amazing.
Thank you. I'm very talented.
Holy cow. I was wondering how long it was going to take him to emission.
For those just listening, you gotta watch that on YouTube to see that tremendous performance.
That was unbelievable,
Thank
dude. You're seriously going to get booked soon.
Thank you.
Like, I know it.
I've been waiting for it.
Yeah, Hollywood's, they're looking up your phone number right now. They're like,
Mr. Hollywood, thank you. Give the Academy, thank you for your consideration.
Who's the first person you'd thank if you won an Academy?
First person I thank if I won an Academy,
Yeah.
you.
Stop, dude. I
Yeah,
knew this
dude.
was going to be a fun podcast.
Because you were like,
You called me Jon Snow and you're fucking going to thank me, dude?
oh, stop. And we
I
already
wish
said
we-
we'd have
I-
gay
I
lesbian sex.
wish we were lesbians right now, dude. I would fucking...
Well, you've been giving me all this training with all these characters you're throwing at me.
I know.
So
I am. It's honestly, it's not a big deal. That was
it's
a
like
very
it's
good
basically
job.
like an acting school that we're going to right now.
Yeah, in its own sense. It's
Mhm.
a more of a creative, flowing experience, dude, that happens here at Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Right.
And a lot of people don't get that if they're just listening or just watching.
Yeah.
If anyone's just watching this podcast and not listening, what the fuck? Why, dude? You gotta.
Well, it's just we're very aesthetically pleasing people.
That's true. My
You
hips
know?
are tight.
The hips don't lie.
And they're starting to feel you, boy. I got sentences.
Is it time for Matt Newland's sentences that have never been said before?
Periodic table edition.
Periodic table edition.
I think the sexiest element is barium. I couldn't even say it. Something about that uppercase B and that lowercase a just do it for me. I couldn't even read my own handwriting.
There's something where it's like, I just want to take these nuts. I want to bury them.
yeah. I was trying to work something in like that, but we were on a time crunch. I'm bury them in you.
Bury
It
them
is.
in
It's
ya.
a sexy element for
Bury
sure.
them in your mouth.
All right, number 2. I tried to get my mom some zirconium for her birthday, but the boutique was fresh out. I don't know what zirconium is.
I don't know either.
That's a fun
But
one.
any boutique that doesn't have them is a half-ass boutique.
Yeah, dude.
Come
And
on.
my mom's, she needs her zirconium.
She needs her zirconium.
You know, she's got plenty, but little
But
goes
she needs
along.
more.
Yeah,
But she needs more.
I need more zirconium.
More zirconium.
That could be a movie. All right, number 3. When we go to karaoke, they always let my buddy sign up first because he has an iron deficiency.
That's periodic table.
Iron's in the periodic table.
is.
It is.
It is.
Fe.
So it's the Iron Giant. Like, I want to watch the Iron Giant.
Have you ever seen that movie, honestly, dude?
I actually, honestly have not.
Fall over backwards.
He's just fucking throw up
I
and
think I
down.
read the book. It was a book, right?
I can't read.
You can read.
Not well.
You read. You read the signs when you go to pee.
Yeah, the ones that are like, don't pee here, and then I do it anyways.
Yeah, and you're like, don't tell me what to do.
That's how we do.
I'll
Fuck
pee
you,
all
dude.
over you.
I'll fucking pee all over you,
Monkey
dude.
see, monkey do.
Monkey see, monkey do, monkey pee all over you.
Man, that's all the ideas I have. Anything you want to riff with?
I was trying to think of fun things that happened this week.
Did you drink it all this week?
Yeah, I've been drinking this whole week. All I do is drink all week.
All I do is drink all
All I do
week.
is drink, 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 no matter what.
Yeah, March Madness was going on, but I didn't fucking watch any of it.
I didn't watch-
Goddamn TV's broke.
A single of that's so our television is broken,
It's a huge TV too.
and it's the biggest TV in the world.
Now it's just
And now it's just a big fucking paperweight, a 75-inch paperweight.
might as well be a fucking
Big-
fucking art piece of a broken TV.
More like a fart piece.
That would be.
Am I
Ooh,
right?
that could be a good fucking art piece though. Take a
fart
picture
piece?
of a broken TV and hang it up where your TV would go.
Mm,
Oh, that's deep.
That's deep. That's meta, bro.
Dude, that's meta as fuck. That's Meta World Peace.
That's meta world
It's
peace.
Metatron, dude.
That's fucking.
Autobots assemble.
That's like fucking Carl Meta Anthony, dude.
Yeah, dude. Who? Carl Cass?
Carl Meta Anthony.
Yeah, that's meta as fuck. Yeah, our TV broke and that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks so hard. Cause like we'd like come home and be like, oh, let's fucking watch a show, and then we just started doing a puzzle
Yeah,
like old people.
dude. I learned a lot about life from that puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you learn, Matt?
We
From
did a
doing a
1,500 piece.
I thought it was 1,000 piece.
It could have been 1,000.
It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. What did you learn about yourself from doing a 1,000-piece puzzle?
Dude,
man?
life is just patience.
Mhm.
You cannot force anything.
Right.
And oftentimes when you're looking for something, you don't see what you need elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like if you're focused
Right.
on one direction,
It's a great band.
what you need. Yeah, dude, Harry Styles. If I was a lesbian, I'd fuck him. You don't see. The answer could be right over there, but you're not even looking, you know?
Right?
You're too focused on what you're doing. Open your eyes. Chill out.
I mean, guys,
Let the pieces find you.
let the pieces find you.
And we also did a Jason Statham accent for about 2 hours one night while we were doing that
We
puzzle.
did. Oh, Jason Statham.
Oh, man, you
Oh.
right.
You think you got a puzzle piece?
You think I can't do this
You
puzzle?
think I can't do a puzzle? You think I can't do a puzzle?
I fucking came here all the way from New York,
New York City.
transporting.
And I was transporting bees, I was.
And I was on the movie Cranked, and I'm gonna finish this puzzle.
I'm gonna finish this puzzle
Yeah,
right
so we
now.
did that.
That's it. That was a preview of us for 2 hours.
2 hours straight. We got good at it. I couldn't really find it right now.
I was about to go into fucking Makokain.
Yeah.
She was only 16 years old.
All right.
She was only 16
Who's
years old.
which Batman would you fuck?
Which Batman would I fuck?
If you had to.
Val Kilmer, done. Rest in peace. Shout out
Hell
to Val
yeah,
Kilmer,
dude.
friend of the show.
That's a great way to end this podcast. Kyle would bang Val Kilmer.
Yeah, who wouldn't bang Val Kilmer? Get the fucking Doc Holliday?
Dude. Clooney right after Val Kilmer, dude.
That's you know what I think about Clooney? Val Kilmer, dude. Come on.
Pattinson?
Oh, the Pattinson. That's pretty good.
Forgot about the Pats, dude.
You know, there's no not handsome Batman.
no,
Even
not.
Adam West in his day, handsome guy.
Was Keaton? Do people think Keaton's handsome? Was he 80s handsome?
Yeah. He's a pretty handsome guy.
I mean, he's hot in Beetlejuice, but other than that, dude.
Who won Best Beetlejuice at the Oscars this year, Matt?
I think it was Beetlejuice by a landslide.
I think it
dude.
was Beetlejuice by a
Yeah.
landslide. Val
I
Kilmer
was-
got second.
We were watching the Oscars, and I just kept saying,
Who's going to win Best Beetlejuice?
I'm just sticking around. As soon as they do Best Beetlejuice, we can watch something else.
All right. So send us your Best Beetlejuice to steamboatcomedy.com.
Hey.
And we're taking a little break. We just had a wrap up for the shows this summer or this winter. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Everyone who did it was so fucking awesome. This
It
is
was awesome.
maybe our biggest winter ever.
It's all uphill from here, buddy.
All uphill, baby. It's
Let's
only
go.
going to get harder and shittier.
Yep, you know it.
Yeah, dude. That's fun, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching and tuning in.
We'll be back with the podcast, though. We're not
Yeah.
taking a break from the podcast.
No, the podcast is going to keep rolling on.
As long as
It's
we're
gonna keep
alive, dude, we'll keep
rolling,
podcasting.
rolling.
No matter how many people tell us to stop.
Yeah, but they can't stop us.
No, and
I
they
have
won't
the
stop.
equipment. Yeah, can't stop, won't stop.
Goddamn.
All right.
Bad
Love you
boys,
guys.
Bad boys for life.
We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
We ain't
Go in nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause it's best of our lives.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.